Are you struggling to find the motivation to tackle your to-do list and stay consistently productive? In this video, I'm going to reveal my top secrets to stay motivated, even during the tough days. Whether you're a student, a professional, or anyone in between, these tips are sure to help you unlock your full potential and transform your work ethic. Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about time management. As a medical student juggling a busy schedule and multiple commitments, I have learned the importance of effective time management. One strategy that's been an absolute game changer for me is creating time blocks. And this allows me to organize my week and daily schedule into different time blocks that vary from revision, going onto hospital placement, or even my content creation activity. This doesn't just help me stay motivated, but it also ensures that I can make the most of my time. For those of you who may not be familiar with what a time block is, it's essentially when you have an overview of your week, you have a daily or weekly schedule, and let's say that your timetable goes from 9 to 9. If you're going to block out the hours of 9 to 12 to do revision, then that's a time block dedicated to putting your mind towards that particular topic, that particular task. And then let's say that you have placement in the afternoon, and this could be from 12 to 3 p.m. That's a time block that you put into your timetable. This is time blocked for you to attend placement. You may have lunch, breaks, meetings around this, and then later on in the evening, you might want to put another time block for extracurricular activities, whether you do sports or attend a society. This could be a 7 to 9 p.m. time block where you've blocked out that time dedicated to doing activities related to that particular thing. Additionally, one thing that also helps with time management that I think people tend to kind of put on the back burner is streamlining your productivity with productivity apps. It's literally why they exist, guys. Recently, I've been using Flow on a laptop setting, and it's essentially the Pomodoro technique, which is 25 minutes on, you revise for 25 minutes, and then 5 minutes off. You spend the rest of your time taking a break, going for a walk, just stepping away from that study setting to refresh your brain. And having this on the background when I'm doing important, busy tasks allows me to kind of stick to that specific thing I'm doing without getting distracted or finding myself picking up my phone and scrolling through social media. Use external tools to assist you when you need that extra push of productivity. This can literally be as basic as using an alarm clock on your phone to kind of track your hours. It could be as basic as writing a rough to-do list on a piece of paper so that you have a sort of system to approach when you're trying to go through tasks. Another huge one for me is also the iCloud calendar. Like, if I wasn't using my phone for the mic right now, I'd show you guys, but literally on my iCloud calendar, I put all of my commitments there, and it allows me to ensure that as I go through my week and my daily activities, I'm not missing any important tasks and that I can manage my time efficiently. Use these external tools, use these external platforms. They really do help. Find what works for you. Don't do too much and try to download 10 or 6 apps. Sometimes you just need 2 or 3 really good apps that will do things right. Talking about time blocks, my next tip is to say no to multi-priority days. And let me explain what I mean by that. Multi-priority days are pretty self-explanatory. They are days where your brain has multiple priorities and multiple things that it needs to divert its attention to. And obviously throughout the day, especially living here in the West, there's always going to be this hustle and bustle of things that need to get done. But if you are putting all of your high priority activities into one day, it can get very, very exhausting. For me, for example, in final year, I've recently discovered something about myself, and that is that when I have multi-priority days, I actually end up being less productive than usual. So on a Monday, for example, if I have to be in hospital placement for the first half of the day, and then I have lunch, and then I have meetings, and then after meetings I have teaching, and then after teaching I need to get home because I have an online job. I work with a course online where I need to dedicate some hours because your girl needs money to save up for her medical school activities. So that's an example of a day where I have multiple things that are technically important, technically a priority, and I have to consistently divert my attention between different things. It gets very mentally draining. So one thing I'm trying to do is avoid multi-priority days by ensuring that different days have more of a focus so that I'm doing less brain switching. A practical example of how I do this is I now like to kind of have all of my meetings on Wednesday mornings because I don't have placement. So that's kind of, I've concentrated it around this one area of time so that on Wednesday mornings, instead of switching through multiple tasks and multiple activities that will get me tired, that will get me distracted and inefficient, I can focus on that that one activity, which is to go through different meetings. And then Wednesday afternoons, I can dedicate that to extracurricular activities. And then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I can maybe dedicate that to hospital placement. Then Friday, maybe I can dedicate it to content creation. It's just an example of how you can give different days, different priorities, so that instead of squeezing all your priorities into one, you're allowing your brain to focus on a particular thing at a given time during a particular week. By concentrating similar tasks to specific days of the week, it allows you to categorize your day more, to categorize your week more, and to categorize your life more. This means less brain switching, less multitasking, and less feeling overwhelmed and drained at the end of the day. Maintaining a positive mindset can be very, very difficult, especially when you feel as though you will never leave this space of having lots of catch up to do. You will never leave this space of having lots of assignments, lots of coursework, lots of never ending revision. As someone who has been at medical school for nearly 5 years now, I promise you this is constant, and it's so crucial to keep pushing forwards. I find that during times of burnout or demotivation, it's so important to turn to strategies that may work for you. It might be as simple as taking short breaks, reminding yourself of the long-term goal, or setting up mini rewards as you try to complete the major task to ensure that it keeps you going. I find that for me personally, different things work for me at different times. Like, it's very hit and miss. One day, going for a walk with my friends in between revision sessions might be the thing I need to provide me with that refreshing feeling to keep going. Another day, I may just need to have a laugh with my friends. I may just need to spend some time with my family. I may just need to watch a motivational video. It really does vary on what will keep me motivated or what will take me out of a state of burnout and fatigue in a given situation. Sometimes, guys, it's literally as straightforward as me just being hungry. I literally just need a Snickers bar. So the main point is to try to get yourself out of that situation, rather than just accepting it as it is, rather than just accepting that, oh my gosh, I'm tired, I can't be bothered, I'm just gonna sink deeper into this hole and not do anything for the rest of the weekend. Instead of just taking it as a given, try your best to figure out, okay, what can I do to come out of this place? What are the different strategies I could implement? Setbacks are all a part of the journey. You won't always feel your best, it's inevitable, but with the right mindset, you definitely can overcome it. Another major hack for staying motivated is the power of accountability. Having a study partner or a study group makes such a huge difference. I'll put the TikTok on screen, but guys, I remember earlier on this year in July when I had exams, the sun was out, summer had arrived, and every other uni student had wrapped up their academic year and was enjoying life outdoors. It honestly was so difficult to remain positive and be indoors doing 9-hour study sessions while every other 22-year-old was on holiday. But having that really solid group of medic friends that could relate with the struggle, laugh through the pain with me, and just keep each other motivated and accountable really got me through. Honestly, I don't know how I would have done it otherwise. If you're someone who perhaps can't study with friends because you get distracted, try going to a public library or another study area where there are shared tables in a quiet space where you can just do work in the presence of other people. I think just being in that vicinity where you're with people who perhaps have a similar goal to you, they have a similar desire to kind of hustle, be productive, get that work done, it really does keep you encouraged. It makes you feel like you're not alone and provides that community sense that can be really encouraging sometimes. If you want to find out how to study consistently, how I've managed for the past 5 years of doing this intense medicine subject, I've managed to keep going to the library, do my 9-hour study sessions and pass my academic exams, then be sure to check out the video that will be on screen right now. I really hope that you found this video useful. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, your suggestions in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys for a future video next time. Bye!